Hello and welcome back. I have so much to share with you today that I'm just going to get right into it. I just want to tell you that this is about our future by the Galactic Federation of Light, and at the end of the video, breaking news that you most definitely need to hear. So I will just get on. I have um, two poems, to read. One that was for today, but one that I wrote 2 days ago that they would like me to share on this video. And I had it, but it just disappeared. So just hang on. Here it is. Okay, it was called High Frequency Earth. Are you awakening? Are you feeling differently? Are you seeing life much more clearly? Then you too are ready to enter into high frequency earth, a place of love, joy, and rebirth. Like never before, to live as a human, yet your body will not age. It can live 1,000 years where only unconditional love endures. Breathtaking beauty, colors galore, no more just blue skies and green forests anymore. Pink and purple will adorn, yellow and blue will also be the norm. A fantasy where only love is born. No evil, no killings, no wars anymore. So live your life in wisdom and love, releasing negative paths you no longer need to think of. Walk on through this portal of love. It's why you decided to come here, to be part of this change. You already know the outcome. You are living in a movie, a game being played. Join in by leaving this game. Awaken to your heart where your truth lies. This info is not new, it's buried deep inside. Ask the purple violet flame to burn your bad memories away from all the lives you lived, which helps you to forgive, to see truth and reality, the darkness that speaks to you that will soon be leaving, releasing the clutches it's been holding to some of you like glue. It's up to you to stay in pain or remember why you came. No one else can do this for you. You are powerful enough to choose. You make the choice. It's up to you to stay the same or remember why you came. Stay in darkness or walk into the light. Will you stay behind or will you take flight? It's a very powerful message, and it's much, much needed because change is right around the corner. So I would suggest that today you spend all your time working on yourself. So the poem that was today is called Creating Your Future. Here's a vision we want to share with you. Unicorns will be seen. They are not make-believe. They are not some fantasy, as you've been told. In fact, everything you learn, toss it out as old. Old truths, old lies, whatever you believe, but everything you learned was untrue for you to make your lives miserable. Do you see? To suffer in many ways, to work against yourselves, became the deep state slaves. They had a hold of a lot of you by being ill, sad, distracted too, being their robots, following their rules. But alas, so many have awakened to true reality, where fantasies exist, such as mermaids, unicorns, and fairies too. It's all about love. That is all that is true. We are working towards a new place to be, a heavenly earth of love and beauty. So stay alert, visualize what you want to see and how you want to be. Manifest your future, manifest your dreams. This is how your future becomes your reality. If you believe you can have whatever you want and need, then awaken to your powers. Then you too will see how creating your future is as easy as can be. There has been a switch turned on inside of me, where from now on only truths you will hear from me. No more coddling people who fear, no more worrying how they feel. It's time to grow up and live in truth. That we came here to learn, to grow, to raise our frequency as high as we can, to enter into our new motherland, to understand your powers. Now no one can harm you. Only fear and uncertainty creates negativity for you. It's never been about God or Jesus saving you. If that was the case, you wouldn't learn to be strong, bold, independent, and free. It's been only about suffering and disease. Why don't you utilize your gifts that will set you free? There are spiritual tools, mantras too. Visions you have will create anything for you. Love yourself through and through. Now, I just want to tell you, yesterday I had a lot of pain in my right arm and my back, and I was complaining to myself. And when angels or star beings or anyone, God, Jesus has a message for me, they let me know. So yesterday Archangel had a message and I have his deck. So I went to my card deck and what I pulled out was to focus on health and not pain. So I said, I am healthy, body, mind, and soul. I can't read what I wrote, but anyway, I see what I said. I am healthy, body, mind, and soul, and the pain was gone. I was shocked because I know this, I've told you this, you know this, but what does that tell me and should tell you? That tells me that the universe has opened up even more than you can ever imagine. So everything that you say that's positive happens positively for you, but I've never had pain just disappear because I said that. And so it would come back, maybe an hour later I would feel it again, and then I would just say, I am healthy, body, mind, and soul, gone. This is what I'm talking about. Most people don't see this power and what self-love can do. Instead, many are lazy or do not want to change because they don't truly understand the reasons. To me, that's utterly insane. Think. You've been raised to believe you must depend on others to get through, such as parents, families, ministers, and Jesus too. You are stronger than strong. Stop the old ways all day long. Haven't you learned being independent should be your new song? I came here with that energy too. Heck, I married a man only because he would move me away from the traumas I experienced from family and friends each and every day. I too was raised to believe I needed a man to take care of me. But as I grew, I saw that was so untrue. I took care of every man they never took care of me. That was my destiny to see that I alone was capable of taking care of me. I tested spirituality, which proved to me that if you need any guidance or help, this is who you go to be alive and free. Their guidance is pure as can be. They don't have veils covering their reality. They are here for you and me. This is their journey to walk beside us. So work on yourself. It will change your life. Gone will be evil friends and family who talk about you day and night. Nothing you currently see or hear are truths to believe. It's actually false and make-believe. Most have worked themselves. You do not even see. So, another thing. I told everyone, well, every truth that I tell a lot of people, they think I'm crazy or they don't want to believe it or, whatever. So I was telling my family, this is when we were speaking, don't use sunscreen. And then all friends of mine who, when we went out in the sun, I said, don't put sunscreen on because sunscreen is, they want you so badly to use it that you know it has to be bad because everything that is out there is. And I would get the eyes rolled or the shaking of the head or you're crazy. Well, guess what? Yesterday, it was on the internet. They did a study and found out that sunscreen causes cancer. And this is all I'm trying to tell you. So many people have gotten lost in the dramas that are being played out and thinking that everything is going to go back to the way it was and don't believe that that's not going to happen. And they try so hard to go back and find out even for themselves that it's never going to be the same. But the difference is they don't know why. So do yourselves a favor and start this today. Do not put it off and do not sway. Stand strong and be brave. Then you will see the power and gifts you hold, how life is magical, how you can receive anything and everything so easily. Remember, you learned revenge and separation too. You learned to search for everything outside of you. You learned to judge others too, without even realizing judging others is you judging you. Hating others because it's what you do. And I can't even begin to tell you how many people blocked me off of Facebook. How many friends disowned me because I told them that one little sentence. Because people don't want to take responsibility for themselves. And this is everyone's biggest problem. So everything starts from you. This is the law of attraction. Your thoughts and your inside. Others who go outside of self don't see the error of their ways. They don't even realize they hate themselves in so many ways. And if they go outside themselves and judge you, this is because they don't take time or even responsibility for themselves. I know we all know people who are never wrong. They know everything. They're always right. And they blame everybody else for their problems. Children blame their parents for everything. It's just absolutely insane. This is why our world is topsy-turvy. This needs to change in a hurry. Before too long, truths will be exposed. Our mission will be before us to help others heal. But you can't help others if you're not even healed. Let your guides lead you to. It's not about you taking control, but allowing guidance to show you and speak through you. So we can all go to heaven on earth, never again living in dense earth. Because you always repeat what you did not learn. Do you want to stay on a karmic wheel, struggling and living in fear? Do you want to rise above, living your lives only in unconditional love? I want to add, no matter how you seem, when you leave Earth, you become your higher self. No drama, hate, fear, or revenge. Those energies are only on Earth. You don't take them with you when you leave this place. But most want to go to high frequency Earth, where karma no longer exists, where your life will always be in bliss. Remember this too, all negatives that confront you are created by you. That's, again, the law of attraction, because this is the reaction. So be smart and love yourself now. Oh, and last week, if you watched my video, I talked about, the society rules, and I didn't know where they came from. Well, I found out they came from the British. It's the British who came to the United States and supposedly found America, which we already know that's not true. But regardless, the Brits took over, and all their high society king and queen attitude rules. And, actually, a lot of our prejudice came from them. So anyway, when you love yourself unconditionally, your relationships change exponentially. Know this. So when others do judge you, they're telling you that they don't look or take any responsibility for themselves. They live in ego. And then you know that it has nothing to do with you. So guess what? It doesn't affect you. And you can just laugh at their accusations, and they just roll off of you. Now, after I got this message, I received on Telegram. Now, I belong to this place on Telegram that only 300 people were allowed to belong to, and nobody. I mean, I couldn't even add you to it if I wanted to. Anyway, don't even ask me how I got involved in that, because I really don't know. But this is the breaking news. This is what you all have been waiting to hear. And it says, we have permission to post and share. And I can't post this off of Telegram, so I decided to read it to you. And I would suggest, for your own good, you would listen. The subject, wow, blockbuster news from a friend who heard it from a friend, maybe credible, maybe not, but timely and very, very interesting. Trump just declassified all the Washington scandals. He is hiding at a military base. The attack at the Capitol was Antifa and Black Lives Matter mostly. This is not in any of the news or social media. Breaking. This is why they are censoring everyone. They just declassified everything. Share it far and wide. Here we go. WikiLeaks just dumped all of their files online. Everything from Hillary Clinton's emails, McCain's being guilty, the Vegas shooting, Steve Jobs' HIV letter, the pedo Podesta, Afghanistan, Syria, Iran, Bilderberg, CIA agents arrested for rape, WHO pandemic. Happy digging. Here you go. Please read and pass it on. I did post one of them on my YouTube, on my Facebook channel. Now, you can, as fast as, well, it says send to everyone as fast as you can. Okay, so it's happening. Military takedown. Military takedowns and arrests begin this weekend and will continue forward for the next 13 days and nights. Some international raids have already started. Italy has also been found complicit in our election fraud. Everyone will be getting emergency alerts on their phones, TV, radio, and internet. It will override all other broadcasts and could last for several hours at a time. Do not be afraid of what's coming, as it is for the safety of our nation for this to unfold. Do not travel to any large cities, especially Philadelphia, for the rest of the month. Military operations will be taking place in many of the major corrupt cities. People will start rioting once this intel breaks, thinking Trump is a military dictator. He only has 13 days to put this dog down. The implementation of the Insurrection Act after the raid on the Capitol and was marked by Trump's broadcast to the people to disband and return home. This broadcast wound up being blocked for the most part by the media. Nevertheless, his address fulfilled the requirements to initiate the act. Marines and National Guard troops are being moved as needed for the riots that will start after the national release of the intel. The intel will be dropped for everyone to see and hear in loops that will be several hours long. This system was just checked by the FCC a few days ago, altering all media that they cannot block the flow of intel under federal regulations. Trump will be moved continuously like a chess piece from now until the 20th in order to avoid any retaliation against him and family. Trump had to exhaust all other means legally before this operation could commence. He gave everyone a fair chance to come clean, and they refused. His press release of a smooth transition did not include the word concede, as he has no plans to do so. Rather, there will be a smooth transition of power to his new cabinet staff and Vice President General Flynn. The rally in D.C. was an awesome event for its worth. I also want to add that yesterday I heard that they sent out notices to all the media and gave them 36 hours to comply by showing the truth on mainstream media. And they were also told if they do not comply, they will be arrested. So you have a couple of days to take care of yourself, focus on yourself. I would suggest You know, making sure you have enough water and food in your house to last for 13 days. And that is the message for you today. Finally, I hope I have my fingers crossed, because let me tell you, this was supposed to happen 4 times already, but of course it's been stopped by the deep state. That's why it's probably or maybe. And every time it's stopped, just realize that there are more arrests going on and that it will happen. And hopefully it'll start in 2 days. So I hope all of you have a great day. Thank you for joining, subscribing, for sharing my videos, for your comments. And I will see you again when I have another message. Thank you for joining. Bye.